Hey guys, with me the 40k Empress. So it finally happened. This very dumb person, Drew, from SuckerPunch, just got fired for her words, basically, for making a mockery of Charlie Kirk's death. So we have this coming from Grumps over on Twitter. Yesterday we talked about this on my stream with my dear friend Logan, and we talked about many other things that are surrounding Charlie Kirk. But one of those, because this is related to gaming, of course, is that Ghost of Yote dev, who celebrated Charlie Kirk's death, has been fired. She is a woman, allegedly, and she basically made a horrible comment yesterday. I'm sure that you know the news, and now seems like she's fired for her words. So she said, standing up against fascism is what cost me my dream job I held for 10 years. I would do it again 100% stronger. Then you learn nothing. Like all the leftists, batshit crazy, they always learn nothing about anything. Dear whatever you are, man or a woman, you're standing up against nothing. You're the one that wants to promote fascism because you are all for the death of somebody because of what they're saying that's fascism. Newsflash for you. This is even more disgusting, but it does prove that all the leftist crazy people that should never be in gaming, entertainment, or whatever that they can influence, for that matter, they never learn. That's what I want to say. They never learn. This is another post. Someone says, GSVid, did you get fired? If so, please post a GFM. I pay the money for the game directly to you instead of buying it. Oh my gosh, this is such a helpful guy. Another psychopath, probably. I don't need any money. Ghost of Yute is an amazing game made by 200 people. I love dearly. Donate to families in Gaza, but of course that she's gonna support that. The Trevor Project, or I don't know what that is. I'm not gonna read it. Her LinkedIn now shows the date of September 2025. So it does seem that she is fired. And Smash JT comments, game rep tanked. Too late to save face. Seemingly the entire studio has been compromised. This is a disaster in the making. Yeah, because now everybody, including me, are never going to look at SuckerPunch in the same way. Never. Master of TDS says, glad to see something was finally done. Still, I won't be putting money towards this game. Others can support it if they choose, but for me, the bigger issue is the culture that allowed this in the first place. Exactly. Absolutely. And by the way, freedom of speech does not mean that you can say whatever you want and not have any consequences for it. It means that the government will not hunt you down for it. But it doesn't mean that the company that you're working for does not have the jurisdiction to fire you, because they sure do. And that's what they did. These weirdos shouldn't be in the industry to begin with. Yeah, Kada, absolutely. Lord Metalman says, good. Willing to bet at some point in the past they have all demanded someone else's resignation for their politics. And George Torch Game says, don't buy Ghost of Yute, don't support SuckerPunch, gays keep gaming from feminists. Well, okay, sure, don't do it, but let's not just turn it around this way. Like, yeah, they're feminists, they're crazy, yeah, sure, but the point is, in general, you know, from a humanity standpoint, we shouldn't stand for anything like that. We shouldn't support people that think this way. And I said actually on Twitter to Smash, and I said that on Cassie's stream, Code Classic Cage, if you want to check her out over on YouTube, of course, and on Twitter. I said to her in the comments, well, at least those guys show their faces so we know who to never treat as a human being again. And what I mean by that is just that these people deserve no attention. We should totally cover the news, especially me, because that's what I do. But the point is that in life, we should never engage with them. Because when you engage with them, shit happens, and not good shit, unfortunately. Excuse my language, I usually don't talk like that. But you see what happened to Charlie Kirk now. He was a very needed figure because he openly debated crappy people like that, but they couldn't take it. They can't take it. They can't even find real true argument to come back at him. I watched some of these debates and he was just destroying them. There's nothing that they can say that makes any meaningful sense. They have no intelligence. They're all emotion. They are emotion. This is so degenerate and so animalistic that I can't even begin to explain it. Because guys, if you follow only your emotion without first go with your reason and thinking and mindfulness and just being a decent human being with common sense, this is what should go first and not emotion. Emotion should be after that, when it's earned, when it's a supplement to your actual logical thought. That's how it should be. And always have to consider the facts first. So logic and reason. As you can see, there are many replies here. Yeah, good reasons, good reasons. I genuinely want to know, why does this person think Charlie Kirk was a fascist anyone? They don't know what that is. They're non-educated. They're just so dumb. What I would say is, to close this off, is try to be yourselves, try to better yourselves. Try to not go with emotion, try to lead with logic and reason, and don't engage with these people. I mean, we have to do something like a counter content to that, counter programming, so we can put out, well, logic and reason. That's really what this is. When there is actual injustice, call it out. And always say the truth to the best of your ability for the betterment of you and everybody around you and for the whole world. Thank you guys. With me, the 40K Empress. Check out the links down below. I also do OnlyFans, but not for what you think. I'm doing it for education, fitness, health, nutrition. I basically use it like a Patreon, because on Patreon I can't really upload content endlessly. So OnlyFans is a great place for normal content as well, just to post stuff behind a paywall. So people that really want this can get it. It's only $5 a month. You can get all of my fitness, health, nutrition content there. Over 300 videos about also relationship advice, some sex educational things that are really useful if you have any issues with your personal intimate lives. My own physique updates when I show how I'm progressing for 10 years with my own physique that are tastefully done and censored. So I just use OnlyFans to the best of my ability to help people and to entertain. With that being said, guys, check out all my other channels, the Warhammer 40K channel, which is the 40K Empress, and my new superhero channel, Superhero Truth, which I also co-host with my dear friend Logan. Love you guys. Until next time, with me, the 40K Empress. Bye bye.
For the imperium must not fail. Imperium we prevail. The warriors march with sacred might. Their purpose burning crystal bright. To lift the throne world from its plight and guard humanity's light.